Welcome to today's messages brought to you by the ocean and a white butterfly. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm in my van. I just did a clean, and that's how many rocks I found in my vehicle. Okay! This message brought to you by rocks. Okay. So we are checking in with spirit today. Yes, let's do it. Let's see what comes up for us today. Release. Time to let it go. Okay. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. I no longer want this. Goodbye. I offer this up to spirit to take away, right? Okay. So I only brought a few decks with me because my box broke. My big one, the one that I've been using for my love messages, the noisy one. I had it fully loaded with crystals and decks and all kinds of things. And I picked it up and the handle broke. The little claspy thing. Yep. So, none of that. Okay. What do we got here? We got alliance, we got introspection, and rebirth. Okay, this all tracks. I feel like these things track, okay? This alliance, this conjunction, this finding your soul tribe, your people, by maintaining your frequency. You emit and magnetize in reflections, right? Of your gorgeousness. This is part of your rebirthing. One who mindfully attracts, I want to say. And look at this one. Look at all the gorgeous chakra lining here. Introspection. To be able to go within, tap within, align. Align. That's what I'm trying to say. The alignment of all things. Release the old ways of considering, doing, not doing. And the moon. Okay, things yet to be revealed. Things in the subconscious. I came across an interesting transmission today from a channeled spirit named Seth. Okay. We got the Nine of Wands coming out. Okay. This is your dedication practice, your spiritual practice. The quieting of the mind, the stillness, the connectedness, the introspectiveness, the introspection. Okay, this is your higher soul star chakra. So this is this card. Introspection. Okay, this is your connected port, your connection to source, to your inner, to your inners. Okay, and we've got protection as the things are coming in, as your manifestations are appearing, are converging, are coming into form. Protect your inner spaces. So this transmission from Seth, it was from a woman who channeled this entity, and about 50 years ago. And upon Seth's request, it was to be held back or sealed, not to be released until now. And because of its relevance for now. So something about the shift, the periods of time in the universe where reality is more fluid and malleable, and to take advantage of the energetic plasticity while it's relevant, while it's happening. And it was very much focused on the coherence between your subconscious beliefs and your conscious beliefs. And it stood out to me because I feel like all of the channelings I've been doing are in line with the message, that coherence between the heart and the mind, right? Your inner and your external, and how that has more power. So it was kind of like maintenance, really, having all internal and external communications be in line. That's how we can utilize this gorgeous energy of this time. Okay, something like that. So you are rebirthing into one who is getting better at your coherence, right? With the subconscious here, and this steadfast. We've even got the light shining on him, okay? The Knight of Swords. It's standing firm in your truth, right? In your communication, in your words, and your actions, I want to say as well. Your mind, your thoughts, your intelligence, right? To be able to, because that was the thing. We can think something all we want, but if our belief systems aren't aligned, then we cancel out everything that we think, right? So it's about this alignment, this coherence, the harmony within. Okay. What do we got here? Yes, the choosing of your everything, right? Love or fear. Another thing was to disempower fear by recognizing it as a tool, a mechanism for growth and expansion. Fear is an indicator of something that needs to be healed, processed, and released. Yes, and what? We get another flipper in here. Transition, beautiful. This in between, right? It's like, I believe this, but I'm speaking this, right? And both are active and canceling each other out unless they are. Ooh, this is great because yesterday's reading we had individuality and unity as two of our cards, and this is how the one affects the whole, the one affects the many. This mindful participation in the creation of the world. Whoa, okay. Because there's a difference. Okay, something else. I don't know. Why, Seth? Why, Seth? Why are you coming in my reading here? I think it's because it was, well, the nature in which it came across my path and the messages that were within it are right in line with everything we talk about here. And so it feels relevant to our messaging, to what we're doing, right? This whole pioneering and being the first, being used as an example of what is possible. I think it's kind of like a missing piece of the puzzle. Seth was talking about how we can get caught in the waiting. And my biggest takeaway was we're not waiting for it to happen, we are initiating it. It's the same idea as something is coming towards me versus I have the thing, right? I am going to be this versus I am this. Okay. And then we've got the Page of Wands. Okay, this is the faith in the unseen, the faith in the knowing. This is the holding of the vision of the coherence. Okay. Okay. Holding of the coherence. Seth. Seth, are you here with us today? Feels like it. Okay, what's this one? It is the signs and synchronicities. Okay, the messages that are coming across your path are indeed for you. Pay attention. Follow the signs and synchronicities that are leading you, that are guiding you, that are confirming for you, that are supporting, encouraging, and indicating. This is why to rewire is not so easy and quick of a thing. It takes time, right? Our belief systems are deep and rooted generationally, right? There was, I don't know how many readings ago, but we talked about this turning the wheel in a different direction as an example of rewriting history or the past or old conditioned belief systems. It's about finding the source and slowing it down, stopping it, turning it in the other direction. Sometimes we gotta do a full, recalibration. Well, that's what's happening, but get some WD-40 on there and help it move and shift and move into a different direction. Seth also talked about the idea of another thing that we talked about was this like duality of the old way of doing things and the new way of doing things, and how they exist simultaneously. And it is our attention and focus that will empower either. So we can have the new way appear, right? But if we keep choosing the old way, then we are empowering that way. Okay. And strength. Okay, strength of the lion. There we are, a lion, right? Yes. Okay, so I want to say utilizing the cosmic empowerment, the fluidity of this time period, the malleability. They also spoke about during this time, things are a lot quicker, easier, and more effective. So take advantage of this time and space. Yes. Take advantage of it. Okay. I'm going to get an animal oracle to come out. Oops. It's a horse. Beautiful. Anybody else? Nope. Okay, horsey horse. My leg is burning. My leg is burning. Okay, horsey horse. What you got for us? But your power and your gorgeousness. Majestic AF, right? Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. What a beautiful confirmation of the now time and how potent it is. Okay, the horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. Beautiful. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. I feel like this is what we were talking about, this now time being so potent, right? Okay. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Beautiful. Physical stamina exercise and mental focus meditation are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. When in balance, achieves anything and never gives up. When out of balance, runs away and feels weak. To bring into balance, strength training, okay, which is part of this practice, right? Persistence, dedication, practice. Practice. Okay. I wanted to check out Rebirth and see what comes out for us about that. Pluto asks you, in the face of life and death, why are you here? This isn't a rhetorical question. Strip down to the essentials and come back to what really matters to find the answer. To be in coherence with your thoughts, your beliefs, and your words, and be magical. And be magical. That's what I want to say. Okay. Oh, we got 50 and 51. Ooh. Okay. 12th house introspection. If your chart were a village map, the 12th house would be a quiet place. The sun is in the 12th house just after sunrise, a time for prayer and meditation, for dreaming our deepest dreams. The 12th house is your inner child's world, containing both the fairyland into which we might escape and the monsters that live under your bed. Okay, in quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, feel that deep connection to the source and know you are not alone. Okay, this is beautiful confirmation of this alignment and spiritual tending, right? Your practice to connect. Okay, and then conjunction, alliance. Anytime two celestial bodies conjunct, meaning they dance close together, they first work together and blend meaning and purpose, then begin a new cycle of their relationship. The sun and moon conjunct at the new moon, but because the sun is overpoweringly huge, it has special rules. Planets are so tiny compared to the sun that when they are close, within 8 degrees of the sun, they seem to disappear or combust and lose individual power. But when planets exactly conjunct the sun, their strength merges and grows within the heart of the sun. The conjunction tells us we are stronger when we work together, as long as we don't disappear into another's flame. Beautiful. This is about that balance and complementary uh, partnerships and relationships, right? This is why you want to draw in your reflections after you have done the work to harmonize, right? Okay, a conjunction can become greater than the sum of the parts. So be mindful of who you are conjuncting with because that will be magnetized. Um, magnified and magnetized. Yes, yes. If you are to hang out with people who are canceling out their dreams because of unprocessed belief systems, then they will act as a contradiction to your output of energy. Something like that. It's like when two givers get together. Look out, right? Because things get done gorgeously for everybody. Okay. But when only one is giving, then there's exhaustion, imbalance, and it starts to implode, right? We got the Empress and the Moon and Flow. Okay, coming out here. blessings to celebrate. Gorgeous. Okay, blessings that you're calling in by holding your frequency of love and trust in your own ability to start new, to create, to be gorgeous. Yes. And two more to go. Okay, the magician and the chariot. Yes, beautiful. Your ability to alchemize, to shift your reality mindfully with pure intention, right? Pure intention meaning cohesion within your belief system, lining up with your words and your actions. This is why the chariot is pulled by both the light and the shadow, by both the masculine and the feminine, by the balance, and why the magician wields power over and with all of the elements, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so that's what I got for you here on the side of the road by the beach. Okay, that's what I've got for you. I hope there was some good stuff in there for you, even just making yourself aware of the potency of this time. So go in when you are confronted by a fear, get excited because that is a string, a red thread that you can follow to the source and ask yourself, or ask the part of that yourself that you've discovered, where the belief comes from. Was it one that you developed in your lifetime? Was it one you were conditioned to believe because of your environment, your upbringing? And or was it already embedded in your genetics, right? And then the guidance from Seth was to speak in command as it is. I release all limiting beliefs that are not aligned with my thoughts and my words, and trust that it is so, that it is done. When you see evidence of old belief residuals coming to the surface, it is to help you solidify and to put into practice your new belief systems. Okay, that's what I got for you. Love and appreciate you, and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.